It was once called the Paris of the Middle East, but the scale of the devastation caused by the Beirut blast has shocked a nation that endured more than a decade of civil war.
This explosion has exposed the extent and the depth of the rot in the Lebanese system.
The explosion at a dockside warehouse has killed at least 180 people, injured thousands more, and left hundreds of thousands homeless. The Sisters of the Rosary Hospital is just blocks away from the port. Nurse Jacqueline Jabreen was standing at this window on the 7th floor when she was killed instantly by the explosion. Within hours, relatives around the world had been told the horrific news.
She told me, calm down. I told her, what's happening? Sorry. She told me the bad news about my sister. She passed away.
Her brother George Jabreen has lived in Sydney for more than 30 years, but stays in close touch with his family back in Lebanon.
I love my sister more than anyone else in the world, so she finished her shift. She prepared to go home. She was in the window looking outside, her and her colleague. Her colleague, she turned around to look after the patient. All her chest, this is bruise, but no scratches, no cuts, no nothing on her body. But my sister passed away straight away and the other nurse survived.
George's brother found their sister's body in the ruins.
He's the one put her in the emergency room.
Your brother pulled her out?
Pulled her out, lifted and put her down.
And tried to get her help? For 6 years, almost 3,000 tonnes of highly explosive ammonium nitrate was stored in a government warehouse right in the heart of the city. Sparks from welders, reportedly attempting to fix holes in the walls, started a fire which ignited confiscated fireworks, also stored in the same facility.
I don't know much about chemicals or anything like that, but all I know is for a government to be at the highest level of corruption, to leave such a dangerous chemical around civilians, the government, this corrupt government, has no value for human beings. They just don't value people.
The Lebanese people had good cause to protest even before this latest crisis. Ballooning government debts put the nation's economy in free fall. Add to that the strain of more than 1 million refugees fleeing the civil war in neighbouring Syria.
A state that doesn't work properly because it's cronyistic and nepotistic, and that's causes a lot of frustration for some people.
The power-sharing structure created between Shias, Sunnis and Christians when the civil war ended in 1990 has long faced claims of entrenched corruption, confirmed by Lebanon's Prime Minister just hours before he resigned over the explosion.
There is no doubt that there is a lot of corruption over a period of 3 decades.
Well, there's a real fear that it won't change anything, that the existing political elites are so entrenched, they are so powerful that there won't really be a chance for other neutral, less sectarian parties to rise out of the rubble, really, and try and build a new state.
The Financial Times Middle East correspondent, Chloe Cornish, has been cataloguing Lebanon's failings and a deepening sense of pessimism amongst its citizens.
People don't want to stay in Lebanon. They're living in a country where their port just blew up. We had this huge economic crisis, then coronavirus that made that even worse. It's hard to see for a lot of people what there is still to stay for.
Unable to return to Lebanon for his sister's funeral because of COVID-19, George Jabreen must mourn from afar.
I pray for Lebanon, Muslim, Christians, we're all the same, we're all like us. But we need all governments around the world to help Lebanese people, not the government, because they need help.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.